Ah, it's yourself. What up everyone, I'm Sammunition and welcome to the very first Let's Play video on the channel. We'll kick things off with a bit of space combat in the grim dark future with Battlefleet Gothic Armada II. I was not a fan of the first game. That may be due to the fact that I was awful at it. We'll never know, because I gave it back to Steam. I've played maybe the first third of the Imperial campaign just to get a handle on things. So for the video we're going to restart the campaign and see how we do. Now the first few parts of the game are scripted in such a way that you don't choose your ships or actions, but once we're past that we'll be having a bit of fun with the game. I've got a ton of suggested ship names and you can suggest more down in the comments too. Now it's worth noting that the game has some fairly grand intro sequences and explanations which will give you a good grounding in the 40k universe. However, I'll put some markers down in the description if you want to fast forward to the action each time. So, stick it on medium and let's get into it.
The Imperium of Man, a million worlds scattered across an uncaring galaxy. A million worlds forever under threat from the machinations of cursed traitors and perfidious Xenos. It is an empire consumed by war, by the very battle for survival itself, for there is no peace amongst the stars. The Space Marines, genetically modified warriors who know no fear, spearhead every counter-assault, taking the battle to the heart of the foe. From the smoke-wreathed horror of Adeptus Mechanicus Forge Worlds sail warships of fearsome potency, their weapons blessed by the machine god, and their crews dedicated to the Omnissire's holy cause. The Schola Progenium molds callow flesh into leaders, officers of the Imperial Navy, the greatest fleet ever to span the stars. These heroes dedicate their life to the Imperium's defense, confronting the ceaseless threat of chaos wherever it manifests. The war against the dark gods and their worshippers is the eternal battle for the soul of mankind, for the future of the galaxy itself. It is the forge upon which true heroes are struck and legends tempered. Admiral Spire is one such legend, savior of the Gothic sector, vanquisher of Warmaster Abaddon's 12th Black Crusade. For centuries he has been lost, trapped in the shifting tides of the Immaterium, while in pursuit of the hated foe. Such travails would drive an ordinary man to madness, or into the clutches of the very gods he once opposed. But Spire is no ordinary man, and his time is coming once more.
We're out. Praise the Emperor, but I can see the stars again. Receiving distress hymnals. The region's alive with them. According to the timestamps, Admiral, the year. It's 999 M41. We've been lost in the warp for over 800 years. And Cadia, the hymnals report that it's been destroyed, sir. There's a lot of confusion out there, sir. And Admiral, Cadia fell at Abaddon's hand.
Then we are returned not a moment too soon. Navigator, chart a course to the Cadian system. We may be an age too late to join the battle, but revenge is still within our grasp.
Warp engines online. Geller field holding.
This is Admiral Spire to all Imperial vessels. Rally at coordinates 154554. This isn't over.
Alright, so there you go, that is your grounding in 40k and the current situation we find ourselves in. So let's get this up and running.
Such turbulence.
Not since the Eye of Terror have I found anything like it. Wait. This is not the Cadian system. Navigator, report.
The Immaterium writhes, Lord Admiral. It has flung us far off course.
I can see that, Domitian. Where are we?
It's hiding in a gas cloud.
We've entered real space in the Cadian sector.
Confirmed.
Not too far, but not close enough. Still, we have been fortunate. Have our astropath send out a hymnal. All surviving vessels in the sector to rally at our position. Cadia needs our aid.
Warship signatures inbound, Lord Admiral. Chaos vessels.
Indeed. Then our retribution begins. We hold this position.
What is this I smell? Another so-called warrior come to chance his blade?
I am Lord Admiral Spire. I will be your death.
Not this day, lapdog. My lieutenants come to claim your skull. It shall adorn the War Master's throne.
We shall see. Ready main batteries.
No, we're not going to go for the main batteries right away. That is a tiny ship compared to ours. So start as we mean to go on. I'm going to stick my nose right through his bridge windows. If I can. Missed.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Okay, main batteries can have at it now. So I don't want to waste my torpedoes because there will be other ships incoming. I'm going to let this combustion meter fill back up so we get more chances at ramming further down the line. And what we can do is, from memory, reinforcements come in from over here, so do a couple of enemies on their heels, so we can draw them in this way, get ourselves set up in a better position, because, well, let's be honest, they're not a huge threat to us at the moment. The escorts are nippier than us, a lot faster, so they can just run around us fairly easily. Where are you going?
Targeting enemy vessel.
Well, it's not working quite as I'd hoped. I'd hoped they'd come in closer. But, we'll close with them, because they're starting to annoy me.
Setting course.
Just speed this up a bit. The outcome's a foregone conclusion.
Underway. For the Emperor. Heading
There we go.
Lord Admiral, the sons of Mars stand ready.
So there we go. 2 new ships come in.
Excellent. Their
Some Mechanica
firepower will
stuff,
be a
so
great
we'll move
asset.
them across
Well
there.
done, Fabricator. How many ships do you bring me?
All that could be found, Lord Admiral. I regret that we bring enemies on our heels.
Duty
We've
breeds
got a light
enemies,
cruiser and an
Fabricator.
escort.
Join your fire to ours. We'll see them ended.
We'll slow this down, take a look here. It's just 2 other escort vessels. We'll send some tarps across the broadside. We'll start picking on that one.
Protocols engaged.
Ah, wasted torps. But this might be a chance,
Coordinates acknowledged.
seeing as you're hiding in the gas cloud. put the hurt on you. So big ship versus small ship. Big ship's likely to come out ahead of the game here.
Course engaged.
Big glancing hit on it.
Target locked
Whip
in.
round. I am not doing so well on the board and on the ramming actions here, but such is life in the zone.
Engaging engines. Understood.
See you outrun this. So yeah. Tends not to end well for the smaller of the two ships, and if you would,
Engaging target.
in fact, let me just spin you round. Oh, that was lock on. Didn't mean to do that.
That's the last of them, my lord.
Negative. They were but the tip of the spear. I calculate that the others will soon arrive.
So this has not been essentially the most efficient start to a Let's Play, considering that I've messed up orders and I've forgotten what half the things do.
But I wouldn't give to have Captain Aprodol at my side.
All decks report ready.
Good.
Alright, so we've got some more stuff to fight.
Heading acknowledged.
Like a couple of torpedoes there down their way.
All ships. The Emperor protects. Engage at will.
Survival probabilities are unfavorable. Recommend we withdraw.
All ships, hold position. Doubt forms the path to damnation.
There is no doubt while strength abides.
Beneficent Emperor.
Large ham.
Is that what I think it is?
The Sons of Dawn heed your call, Lord Admiral.
It's
And
good to
apparently
see
led by
vessels of the
Brian
Adeptus
Blessed.
Astartes Captain. Faith is well enough.
Let's
but
bring you
hope
into the
and
fight.
faith bring victory sooner.
The war never ends, Lord Admiral.
Oh, we must have got some good torpedo hits on that one. Okay, so we'll focus everything on that large cruiser. I'll bring the torpedoes back across the bow. Don't know if that'll do much.
Calculating vectors.
I'll do the same thing. Less than subtle. I'm going to go in for a bit of a space shotgun approach with the torpedoes.
Underway.
So you see the red section on the torpedoes is before they become active. Blue is when they become active and are ready to
Engaging
explode.
engines.
So we will hit them with it and follow up with a bit of a ram.
Acknowledged.
And we'll do a bit of boarding. Nice. And if you could come off of that, back to
Targeting
attacking.
enemy vessel.
Still waiting on them coming in, but we can send over some attack ships on the Thunderhawks.
Moving to position.
You go, start attacking them. And close into short range as well. Space Marines tend to do well at short range. What have we got? Can you do... Yes, we've got an Untitled Chapter. It's another boarding action that the Marines get. And just got a boarding action before he slipped out of range as well. That's nice. Boarding with Space Marines is rather overpowered. That makes sense. Whip you round for another torpedo run.
Coordinates acknowledged. Understood.
I'll try one of them.
For the Emperor.
Good hits. Very good hits. It's all over bar the crying.
Last traitor vessel destroyed, Lord Admiral. No further signatures.
And allied ships?
Nothing more. Others may be inbound.
We can wait no longer. Let stragglers seek our trail amongst the dead. We have a fleet. I must confer with Lord High Admiral Drang as how best to employ it. We will have vengeance for Cadia.
There we go. So that's how you end up with your first 3 fleets. You end up with an Imperial Navy fleet with Spire, Mechanicus fleet, and a Space Marines fleet. So you are quite limited in that you're forced to add...
The challenge before us is bleak, but we shall prevail if the Emperor wills it.
Yeah. So, lot of pop-ups for the first couple of missions here. So you're forced to add ships to this fleet. You're forced to take this fleet because you've got Spire in there. You're forced to take them to a lot of actions. So, this is a system. This whole lot is a sector, and we're going to be taking back all the systems that make up the Cadia sector. Okay, so...
Neos Binary has much to offer our future operations, but there will be many risks in the days to come.
So there, you're forced to bring across Spire's fleet and the Mechanicus fleet. And you're forced to fight this.
Years have passed since the galaxy burned in the fires of the Horus heresy. 10 millennia since the greatest of the Emperor's Primarchs fell into the grasp of eternal damnation and tore the galaxy asunder. Horus Lupercal may be dead, his body ashes, and his memory the stuff of a cursed legend, but the wounds he wrought yet gape in the hide of an embattled Imperium. For the battle against chaos knows no end. Many of Horus' servants survived the civil wars, and they have not forgotten their defeat. When the War Master fell, they retreated to the Eye of Terror and waged battle anew. Greatest of these was Abaddon the Despoiler, Horus' greatest living heir. Abaddon took the title of War Master for his own, and embarked upon a long and bloody campaign to succeed where his fallen master had failed. 12 Black Crusades he launched against the Imperium of Man. 12 world-shattering campaigns to forever alter the balance of power. Now, as the millennium draws to a close, A vast armada of traitors slips its moorings as Abaddon launches his 13th and perhaps final strike. As the tide of chaos breaks against the Cadian Gate, the Imperium holds its breath. Faith alone cannot hold back these bleak waters. Only valor will serve.
And welcome back if you just joined us from another skip. So we go into mission 2 here. We'll have that as a wee screenshot for the video. Okay, so this introduces you to the domination points mechanic. So rather than just killing absolutely everything, you do have the option of capturing these points by sending your ships in. The more tonnage that you put into each one, the faster it is captured. If you go for the annihilation, if you annihilate everything, you do still win. However, it's very easy to get caught up trying to kill everything, ignore these points, and the enemy wins on points. It's a crappy way to lose, so what we will do is we will send one destroyer in just to start capturing up a couple of points while we go on the hunt with our main ships. I'm aware that you can group things into numbered groups for quick selection, however, I end up never using them. Number them all up and then forget they're numbered halfway through the battle. So we'll just ready up. Shut up, Spire, I just said this.
We wait your command.
Go away, go away, go away.
Setting course. Course engaged.
So we'll send everything through the first one to get a quick capture, maybe everything through the second one, and then the destroyer can go off on its own and do its thing.
Your orders?
Frigate, sorry. I just told everyone about that Spire. Rude. Where are we? Okay. Okay, they got ships on us, or fighters on us. Not a lot we can do since we don't have any carriers of our own to defend them with.
We wait your command.
We'll put them on silent running. We'll put you on brace for impact.
Collision protocols active.
Keep them near each other so the turrets can overlap in support. There we go, so you see it's going up faster now that we've got more tonnage in the capture point. There we go. Fire everything up again. Okay, so we're going to come into contact on this one. Now the good thing here is that we have plasma bombs now, which means they will come in to the capture point and just sit there. So we just whack a plasma bomb in their path, they'll fly into it, and then they shall explode. So we can't see exactly where they are, but I know that's probably going to have hurt. Yep. So that hurt them. Send everyone in on a fast burn. See, they've got the right idea as well. They've sent a destroyer in to capture things way in advance. So it is not a bad idea. But we can chase them out of the circle before they capture it, and then we'll have it off their hands.
We serve. Coordinates acknowledged.
And that's pretty much all she wrote. There we go, done. So they don't get that point, we'll have that point. And this is where we'll split everything up. So we'll send the sword over at that point. Keep them quiet. And we've got a light cruiser here, so it's coming down for this point.
You have seized a strategic area.
So we shall have at them. Speed things up a touch. And they're sitting right on the point. So we will have a wee plasma bomb right on top of you. And we'll fire off a few torpedoes, just in case they try escaping.
Underway! Changing course.
That's gonna hurt. That's also gonna hurt. Oh, you moved. Stop them capturing though.
To serve the Omnisire.
So not the strongest ship, but we will send them after.
Enemy sighted.
We've got some boarding on them.
Rouse the engines.
Ship ready.
What we'll do is we'll bring them
Enemy ship
in.
crippled by the lightning strike. We wait your command.
Spin you round.
Execute high energy turn. Aye, Admiral.
You have seized a
Oh, knocked
strategic
out my torpedoes. Well,
Ship
not having
ready.
that. Get a repair on.
Heading acknowledged.
And we've got 3, potentially a 4th, no risk of them winning by default. So we'll go back in with our usual lack of subtlety.
We serve.
Have you some of that, just in case you start moving.
All ahead full.
No, it didn't start moving. A feeling you will start moving though.
State your
Oh,
order.
should have stasis bombed you. Such is life.
Enemy sighted.
Ah, see now the figure that the bombs are about to explode, so they're going to try and burn to get out of it.
Your orders.
You have accumulated 25%
Ain't gonna work, though.
of strategic points.
There we go, no shields for you.
Coordinates acknowledged. Acquiring new vector.
Okay, so our stasis bomb, they're going nowhere.
What's your command? Targeting enemy vessel.
So you see how slow that is capturing just because I've only got 1 frigate in there. So it's a tactic not without its downfalls.
Ship ready.
You have seized a strategic area.
Underway.
So this is a bit of a dick move, but we're just going to sit here. They're going to try and burn.
Maximum burn. Setting course.
Oh, there goes your no claims. Oh, we're dragging them. Okay, we'll do that.
Understood.
Machine spirit appeased.
Engaging engines.
Let get a bit of separation.
Changing
Ah, they're probably
course.
going to explode before I can torpedo them again. Oh no, shield's up. No matter. Torpedoes. Boom.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Yeah, but it accumulated 100% of enemy ships. Alright, so mission 2 done. Back to the overview.
The first victory is ours. Others will follow should we remain true to our duty. Battles leave scars.
Enough.
I must be mindful of the reclamation of Demius by... If the fleet is to grow...
Okay, so it switched over to the Chaos ships for a moment there, just because everyone takes turns in what they're doing. So you take your actions, then it gives the AI opponents a chance to do their actions, and it'll focus in on whatever the main action is. So this is another point where we're forced to do something that we don't quite want to. It's going to force us to buy a frigate. Don't really like buying frigates when I could just save up and get more cruisers.
The reconquest of the Cadian sector can now... We have only just begun. Let us proceed. The systems we have reclaimed are developing well.
Lots more.
Can only be a good thing for
Yeah.
Receiving communication from the Vox relay.
So the old man still...
Admiral Spire, I trust you stand ready for orders.
Always.
Good. Strategically and symbolically, the Cadian sector is vital to our efforts. You will reclaim it, Admiral. The Emperor protects.
Understood. The Emperor protects.
Okay, so that's, as far as I remember, the tutorial section's over and done with. So now we're left on our own to retake these systems in any order that we please. So we'll get rid of you. And just before we end the turn, I think we'll end the video here. So thanks very much for tuning in, guys. Much appreciated. If you like what you see, keep an eye out on the channel. There'll be more Battlefleet Gothic and other videos coming up in the future. And I'll see you here for part 2. Cheers.